Welcome back, everybody. This Week in America on the Blue Funk Broadcasting Radio Network. Great to have you with us on the program today. Website thisweekinamerica.us. Back with us on the program is Robert Adelman. Robert was with us a couple of weeks ago on the program, and like so many of us, he was looking for part-time income, something that fit into his schedule, something that he would be able to make a little extra money and provide a service for people. And Robert is back with us on the program to talk a little bit more about that. Got a great response with the program. We're going to pick it up a little bit and talk about how you go about finding a product that actually works for you. Robert, welcome back to the program. Great to have you with us.
Hello, Rick. And once again, I want to offer my greetings to your insightful listeners.
Well, it's great to have you back, and they do have questions and thoughts. And first of all, Robert is working with Inspired Living app. He's an independent senior associate. And very briefly, like so many of us during the economic downturn, lost a job, back working now, but behind where he would like to be in saving for retirement, that type of thing. Went out in the marketplace and looked for something that would fit into his schedule. He has a very busy schedule, working security. Robert, when you were looking for something, what was it you were looking for, and how did you come up and realize that Inspired Living app is something that I really would like to represent?
Well, I was looking for something that I could do on a part-time basis as they're scaling back on my overtime. And that's very difficult to do with my schedule. And a friend of mine told me about this program called iLiving app. And what appealed to me about this product is it's the app that appears on all the iPhones, the iPads, and the Androids. And this is something that I could do on a part-time basis and do it very effectively.
For information on what Robert is talking about, his website is very simple, smartappthatpays.com. You can log on to our website, get that information as well, smartappthatpays.com. His phone number, if you would like to talk directly with Robert, is 800-336-2865, 800-336-2865. Let's talk a little bit about the time commitment because that is so important. You mentioned, and I'm familiar with your schedule, and it's one of those where you work a number of days, you're off a number of days, but that schedule changes on a weekly basis. So it's real hard to commit, a block of time every week during a specific time period. How much time do you put into the business now?
Well, I do this on a part-time basis because, I have a rotating schedule, and I do a few hours on my off days, contacting people that are interested and just mentioning it to friends of mine, associates. And, I have been getting a favorable response. This is something that's cutting edge technology, and it's something that can be done on a part-time basis.
Let's talk a little bit about the cutting edge technology because this is basically taking a lot of high-profile businesses now and sort of combining them into one.
Well, it's takes advantage of the exploding multi-billion-dollar application industry, and the content portion of this app, it's professional development. It provides video content on a weekly basis for professional development topics like leadership development, goal setting, time management, and it's brought to you on a weekly basis.
The website, once again, is smartappthatpays.com. Robert's website is 800-336-2865. Robert Adelman back with us on the program talking about finding the business because so many of us are trying to look for something to supplement our income. We're talking about the time, and it fits in nicely to Robert's schedule. How about actually finding customers out there? How difficult is that? People have all had nightmares of they're being loaded up with different product they have to try to sell. They've got to go find people, and it's difficult because they're selling something that really nobody wants to buy. Tell us a little bit about finding customers for your product.
Well, in this day and age, it's not too difficult because if you just look around, it seems like everybody has a cell phone, and on all of these cell phones is an application. And this happens to be an application that pays. And, once I approach someone who has a cell phone or an application, I mention to them that I'm in a program with a mobile money-making application. And I've gotten very favorable responses from from approaching people like this.
People are afraid when they enter into something and they start talking, and in a lot of cases, there's a large upfront fee, money they have to spend up front. How does that work in your program? How much did you have to commit thousands of dollars up front to get started?
No, not at all. This program, it's only $10 monthly, less than 2 cups of coffee at Starbucks.
Oh,
And
yes.
with that, you get a website. You get the website, and you get everything associated with that. You get our team, which is headed by Roger Baum, and we'll assist you in contacting people so you can develop your downline.
Robert
And
Adelman is our guest on the program. Inspired Living app. He's an independent senior associate. His website for more information is smartappthatpays.com. His phone number is 800-336-2865. And I know we've talked on and off since you were on the last program. And this business is really gaining traction. You're very satisfied with where you are now, and you had realistic goals going in, and because of that, you were able to meet these.
Yes, I have been, and I know that this is just going to increase exponentially as I move along, because not only am I recruiting members, but my sponsor is recruiting members, and they're being put under me in a 3x7 forced matrix. And also the people that have signed up under me are telling people, and those people are joining.
You mentioned before that you've got part of what's offered with this business is the opportunity to the resources, the people that have been in this, that understand, that are there to help you, to hold your hand, to answer your questions, to give you guidance when you need that. How important was that to you? And I know you're there for people that are working under you, but how important was that so you didn't feel like you were out there on your own? You're in, and now it's up to you to figure it out. When you have a question, you contact someone, and they're with you and give you a quick response.
Well, I'm very blessed to have spearheading this team a person named Roger Baum and his team of associates. And we work as a team, and he's available when you mention iLiving app to your contacts. He'll come in and contact those prospects on your behalf, as well as myself. So, I mean, we have a very strong team concept here.
Robert Adelman has been our guest on the program with Inspired Living app. He's an independent senior associate. The website, you can take a look, get all the information, is smartappthatpays.com. His phone number, if you would like to talk to Robert, is 800-336-2865. That's 800-336-2865. Information at our website as well, smartappthatpays.com. Robert, we got about 30 seconds or so left in the program. Tell us a little bit about, and there are people out there that are like, okay, I really would like to do something, but it's hard to pull the trigger. Give them a little motivation, because I know you went through that before you decided, I need to find something, and I need to find something that works for me, something I'm going to be proud to represent. Talk a little bit about taking that first step and coming forward.
Well, I know I was looking for something out there. I'm in a similar situation, like many people that are looking to make an extra income to pay their bills, but I didn't have the hours of the time to go out and work full-time hours. And when this was mentioned to me, I decided, well, for $10 a month, I would give it a try. And within my first month, I got 16 members, and it's been growing ever since. And it just seems to be taking on a life of its own. And now I don't have to even pay for the app. As once you get 12 members under you, the app comes for free.
Robert Adelman, our guest on the program. Smart App That Pays is where you can find information, smartappthatpays.com. And the number, if you would like to talk directly with Robert, is 800-336-2865. Robert, pleasure to have you back on the program. We'll stay in touch, have you on the program, and see how things are going. Thank you for joining us on This Week in America.
Right. Thanks, Rick.
You're listening to This Week in America on the Blue Funk Broadcasting Radio Network.